Good morning. Happy Thursday. No, happy Friday. Friday. It's Venus Day. Oh, I love that. I am sitting here. Today is Venus Day. Venus is over in Scorpio. And according to my weather report, Venus is going to be in a trine with Pluto today. And the moon is currently void in Virgo for most of the day, which is a great time, just so you all know. This is a great time to be focusing on what you want to create, like what you desire in your life. What are you focusing on? I mean, this is such a high time to be a human being. This is a high time to be in a human body, in this flesh suit that we're wearing, because it's all it is a flesh suit, because we are spirits. We are spirit beings in these bodies, and we are here at this time on the planet to uplevel the consciousness of humanity. That's what we're here to do right now, all of us. Everybody has an assignment. What's yours? Do you know? My assignment is personally to bring sacred practice to secular living. That's what I've always known that I was here to do. And I've always been someone who just believed in it just confused me how brutal people can be to one another, how brutal people can be to themselves. It confuses me how mean and nasty I am to myself. The internal reality is what determines who we are and what we're experiencing and how we create. So, there's this book, if you want to read a great book, it's called The Kabbalion. And it's a book written by Hermes Thoth, right? And he has three names. It's like Hermes, it's Thoth, and something else. But really, it's these laws that tell us how the universe is governing us. And the first one is the law of mentalism. Everything is mind. Everything is thought. Everything is thought. And how we see that in our universe is that we're connected to Mercury. Mercury is the planet that governs the thinking. It's almost like Mercury is the software system that dictates how we think, how we use our minds. Mercury is currently over in Scorpio right now, too. So we are in a deep place right now. We are deeply entrenched in, thoughts around our shadows, and when I say shadows, I mean judgment, shame, fear, scarcity, lack, like all of that stuff is up really big right now. I had one of the reasons that I didn't make a video yesterday is because I got a notice from my telephone courier that I'm reaching my capacity, because I've been uploading my videos not using my Wi-Fi, because it takes like 15 minutes to use my Wi-Fi. And if I turn my Wi-Fi off, it'll take 1 minute or 2 minutes to upload a video. It's fascinating, right? So I got upset, and I felt myself clench up, like I'm running out of something, of scarcity. But what we have to understand is that, what I had to remind myself is that this is an energetic system, and energy is abundant. It's eternal. It never leaves. And so this idea that I could lose something is a false notion. It's a false thought. So when I think the false thought, it will create some sort of constriction in my flow. But when I open up and let know that I'm abundant and I always have enough, then what happens is then money comes that allows me to continue to flow. And so everything is thought. Everything is thought. And Virgo, the moon is in Virgo, in void. And so it's like, what is it? Your thoughts are being seeded right now in the soil of your consciousness. So you want to spend as much time as possible thinking about things that you desire and not thinking about things that you don't desire. And that's not always the easiest thing to do. But if you just gave yourself 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes to write out like what you really like, what makes you feel good, what brings you pleasure, because the sun is in Scorpio. And Scorpio is about pleasure and shared power and our sexuality and sensuality and other people's money, and really opening up to this experience of being creators. We are creators first and foremost. More than anything, we are creators. We are made in the image and likeness of God. And what does that mean? It means that we're creators because God is the creator. So we are two creators. How do we create? With our thinking and with our feeling. And then we express that in our personalities. So our thoughts is Mercury within us. Our feelings is the moon, how we feel the water in our bodies draws on the feeling, our emotions. This feels good. This feels hot. This feels cold. This feels amazing. This feels, this feels heavy. This feels light. The feeling that it covers. And then the sun, our personalities. How do we express it? I'm a Virgo. So I express what I think, what I feel through service, through serving others, because I'm a Virgo, and Virgo's about service, and Virgo governs the feminine. So I do it through feminine ways, through teaching internal tools to help people understand what they do, how they feel. Like that is how I bring my medicine to the world. How do you bring your medicine to the world? What are you doing? So today, use this energy to spend some time planting seeds of what you desire to have happen, and be mindful to cancel out thoughts or to notice if you're a lot of fear, shame, guilt, all of that, and just notice those feelings. Don't run from them. Don't oppress them. There's likely a lot of intensity. Do your best to hold the energy of the intensity and not project it out on another person. The more you can hold it, it will dissolve inside of you. If you give it an intention, tell it to dissolve. Breathe into it deeply and go, I release this. I'm willing to release this feeling. I'm willing to open into another feeling, into a new experience, and watch what happens. I am the Moon Mama. If you'd like to get a new moon reading for the Scorpio season, you can sign up in my link tree. Those readings are $77. If you'd like to do a natal chart reading, you can sign up for my link tree as well. If you'd like to join the 13 Moons Initiation, where I'm teaching with Cheryl and Christine, 50 other people, how to do the work of the moon and use this energy to create the life that you desire, that you're born to live. I hope you have a beautiful day. Again, today is Friday. It's this Venus day. Venus is currently in Scorpio, and the moon is in Virgo, so we're doing deep work around holding the intensity of what we're feeling and then transferring that feeling into something we deeply desire so that we can become pregnant with what it is that we want and release what it is that we don't. Peace and blessings, everyone. Bye-bye.